Do you want my honest opinion?
No, I don't. Lie to me.
Sorry, friend. I'm telling the wrong person.
I know, man. That's why I love you.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. My name is Eric James Martinez. For those of you who don't know me, I am the creator and current chief editor of Pride Press. Today we are doing our episode 1 of Triple P, the Pride Press podcast with Odyssey KC Whitney.
Hi, guys.
So for those of you who don't know, we are based at the moment in Eagle Pass, Texas. And Eagle Pass, this is Eagle Pass's queen of drag. This is her herself. So Odyssey, tell us a little bit about you.
Well, I'm originally from San Antonio, Texas, born and raised. I've been doing drag for 20 plus years. You don't even know my age. Just know that I'm a Scorpio. And I basically came to Eagle Pass to help out a friend. Well, a friend's lover. And the lover gave me a job and got to meet great people. And because of that, the platform that I've had from San Antonio, I brought it here. So then I got to know the bars here, and I got to start doing shows here. So it just like opened up a lot of opportunities, and I loved it so much that I ended up staying.
I am curious, the name Odyssey KC Whitney, where did you get that name from?
If we're doing the pageant answer, it's from the book Homer. The word Odyssey means never-ending journey. And to be completely 100, it suits me so perfect because I am always going to be a never-ending journey. Because I'm sorry, not with just drag, but with life in general, there's always new things coming up. From makeup ideas to trends to songs to everything. I don't want to be that old dog that can't learn a new trick. I'm going to be that old dog that broke a hip from trying new tricks. You know what I mean? So, like, I love Eagle Pass so much that I ended up just staying here. And it's, well, I always tell people it's big enough not to get bored, but small enough not to get in trouble.
Yeah.
Until last week.
Now, what about your experience with drag? Is that the same as getting your name? Like, where did you first start drag? Where did you experiment with drag?
Well, I started drawing, like I said, in San Antonio. I got my name, honestly, we were being real, Sister to Sister. I got it off of a book back in the day. It used to be called TWIT, which stood for This Week in Texas. And South Beach was having a party called Space Odyssey. The great and late Pauletta Lay, she used to do her Tower Night, which is like the thing to do. Trust me, if you were ever at the Old Saint and had the absolute luxury of performing on that stage at the original Saint, there's nothing else like it and ever be like it. But with that said, we went to go do her talent night. I didn't even think of it. I was too busy worried about the look, the costume, the song, everything else, but the name, your identity, basically. And when they asked us, I was like, "Oh wow, hold up." So my friend was looking through the books, like, "Just go with it. If we don't like it, we'll change it later," and it just stuck. But it's so funny how well it suits me.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes the best things in life are spontaneous.
They just like the movie here was spontaneous.
Yeah.
Because of COVID, honestly. But like, I met so many great people that are now family, my chosen family, and like, I'm ecstatic.
I'm curious, in your eyes as a performer, how much have you seen Eagle Pass grow since you've been here?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I guess it was not that it was. I'm not gonna say that it was dated because like there's places still in Texas that are very the 50s, but Eagle Pass wasn't like that, and I didn't know what to expect. Again, San Antonio, like I do what I do, and I don't look around. Like I've never noticed until a friend mentioned it that like they're like, you just don't care. Like, excuse my language, but like you don't give a fuck. And I'm like, it's not that I don't give a fuck. It's just I'm from San Antonio. Like nobody judges anybody, and they do. Like their words, honey. If you decide to let that bother you, that's up to you. But the way I was taught, raised, and the way my drag family is, maybe they're gonna talk more about you than anybody else. So you just get used to it. You know what I mean? Like that it's just life. But like here, like Mexican machismo is a big thing, and like, let's be real, bro. I'm a junior, so like, and the oldest. So like, I was so worried like about when I came out, and then when I moved here, it was like kind of like PTSD of that because my grandfather has the same name, my dad has the same name as me. So like, I was like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. But when I came here, like, the people you would most expect to be like, like, refuse to call me by my dead name, they always call me Audie. And I love that. And like, honestly, the people you would honestly expect and have treated people not so fair have always treated me with respect here. I will say that. But it did make me open up an eye that I guess you could say was blind to the judgments, the stares, the looks. because I just never noticed before.
Yeah.
And my friend made that comment. I remember going to the casino. I'm like, yeah, they do all stare.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of like it. I'm an attention whore. Good attention, bad attention is still attention.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously it works. I mean, people call me the queen of EP, so.
Yeah, Queen of Eagle Pass.
Hey.
Anytime I hear about drag, you're the first one that pops up.
And I love that, but it's so sad because my good friend, my sister, her name is Midnight. Y'all might know her as Chema Villarreal. You know, located at 2505 El Indio Highway. But no, they have really like the great tortillas, but they're very family oriented. But she did drag. I met her because of drag, and I thought like she had the whole drag circuit down pat here.
Mm-hmm.
I get here, she's like, no, girls, I just do it every now and then. I'm mostly like my Laredo sisters. Shout out to Vera, you know, Boo Boo, Coralie looking. I love y'all. But literally, like, there wasn't really anything here. But it wasn't, not because there aren't queens here, because believe it or not, there are quite a few, especially ones that are interested and want to learn, and I love that.
Mm-hmm.
But there wasn't a venue.
Mm-hmm.
And then I met up with the Menchaca brothers, which I fucking love.
Mm-hmm.
When I say they got my back, I got their back, 100. They let me perform and do the first gay pride show here at Perikitos. And like,
I remember.
it just became like, it was so spontaneous. Again, the best things happen spontaneously.
Mm-hmm.
Dirty D, Diana, hi mama. She was the one that said, why don't you do a show here? And I was like, okay, fine. They let me. And it ended up like there was a line out the door. People were going in there. It looked like the biggest gay unicorn farted everywhere because there was just everything everywhere. I loved it. And it was just so much fun. And it was great to see something that people in their minds have this Mexican machismo down so much that like they're going to be judged, that they had the most fun. They let every guard and wall down for even just that day. That everybody had so much fun that, from what I remember, was absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And people still talk about it to this day. I love it. It was like 4 years ago.
Wow. You know, fun fact, my very first drag show was at the old Wagon Wheel. The old location. That's when I first met you. I met Brazil, I met you, and I met I think Midnight was there.
Midnight was there.
Yeah, and you were the first one to go up. And I remember
the host.
You were the host, that's right. And you did
at the ball.
Yeah, you were wearing a black dress, and you were doing Can't Get Enough of Your Love.
Oh yeah,
I still have that video. I still have that video somewhere.
I love it. My friend has the first show that I ever did when it was because you know, EP Safe. I used to work with them. I don't work with them anymore. Difference of opinion, but like, I remember their first pride that I did with them was at Plaza de San Juan.
Mm-hmm.
I actually had a blah there. Even though I'm from Chicago, Mystique Summers was our special guest. Love her. But watching it grow to like the ruins, when we did it at the ruins, it was just this feeling. Like, my biggest addiction is attention. Mm-hmm. And when you're on stage as a performer and people start yelling and screaming, you don't understand how much like I want to yell louder and bigger. And because I am flexible, I start doing things and forget how old I am. But I feel it the next day. But I love moments like you just told me, like, oh, I remember. And I think like it's just great because every year I would do a pride event and I would host it. The least expected person would come up to me and be like, you made me so comfortable with my own skin. And some of them weren't even gay. They were just straight, but be able to like express something because I was, the way they said it, had the balls enough to do it myself. That it helped them like give them the encouragement and be like, hell, if that flaming queen can do it, I can tell my mom I'm an anime fanatic. Like, yes, baby, do it. Let's cosplay. I'll make your outfit. I'll give you my prices.
Sometimes you got to see somebody else do it. You got to see somebody else do it.
And like,
first.
I love it because like y'all don't understand. Like that inspires me to go more and try more and get bigger. And I'm extra as it is. So when you try to get somebody extra to go bigger, like you asking for a lot, but I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Okay, so really quick, can you just check the camera just how it's going? Yeah. And it's still rolling, okay? Okay. So now I'll start with the question.
Take 2, click.
We'll cut it here. So how does living on the border shape the way you drag? Is it different than unknown?
I love how much you're remembering without having to look.
I'm like, Yeah, and I'm trying to remember exactly what the questions were. So I'll try to combine 1 and 2 together.
You've been doing a lot of that lately, and I like it. You've been doing that a lot lately. But the one that I love the most about the feminine one,
yes.
Make sure you get that one right.
No, I will.
Because that one's like really good.
I will. Okay.
Intermission.
Okay. Ready?
Born ready.
So Odyssey, I just have a few questions for you. And it's more about the background of drag and sort of what your thoughts are. So being here in Eagle Pass, Eagle Pass is a border town. And, what is that experience like? Kind of mixing your drag persona, your drag culture with Eagle Pass, border culture.
Well, I'm Hispanic and I love to be part of that, proud Latina. I used to dance folklorico. Actually, I used to work as a folklorico dancer in Fiesta, Texas. If y'all remember that far back. Before like the magic shows and all the stuff that they would bring in the auditorium when you first walk into your left. But it got to know a lot more of like my Mexican culture, which I'm very, very, very grateful for. But honestly, it's the fact that it is a border town. Like we have one Walmart, we have one HEB.
Yeah.
I'm from San Antonio. Girl, I'm just like Taqueria Jalisco, number 20 Heaven, 238, 4, 3. Here's not even a 1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like food-wise, drastically different. But like, we're talking about drag, like, baby, I'm a Hobby Lobby queen. I'm a Home Depot queen. I'm like, I will go to like all the craft stores and like hardware stores. I'm not a lesbian, y'all. But I do love to go through Lowe's and Home Depot, and I will get the randomest things to make an outfit, and people be like, "No, you did it." Like my drag son, he did a All-American Gent. He didn't win that year. He should have, but he didn't. He won the following year. He went, and for creative costume, he wanted to be a grasshopper. Honey, we were going up and down Lowe's. I used those fiber optic sticks that you put at the beginning of your driveway that reflect for legs. Like I got a back brace to sit there, like random stuff, and it's the creativity of it that I love. But here, there's only one place. It's Lowe's. Honey, y'all need to get with it. Home Depot's so much cheaper. There's no Hobby Lobby fabric stores. Walmart, and I'm not a Walmart fabric store person. I'm picky. Dakota Whitney, shout out, love you, my drag brother. He makes a lot of my clothes. My drag daughter now, Devana Davin Creations. She also makes a lot of my clothes. And like, what people don't understand is when you make an outfit, material is the main thing. If that looks expensive, everything else is a breeze. But if you get cheap material, it's hard to make that look good. So like, there's no fabric stores here. There's no craft stores here.
So quality.
And it's not quality, because baby, the quality they do got here, it is good. I'm not going to downplay that part. It's just the selection, I would say, not the quality. Because what they do got here, things, and girl, like, I'm too scared to go to Mexico to figure it out. Where's stuff at? Because I might not come back. I'll fall in love. Mexican men and cheap prices, sold. I'm just saying.
That's a Valentine's Day gift.
No, that's a lifetime gift.
It's a lifetime gift.
Baby.
So, kind of what you said, having lived in San Antonio and having kind of performed around, do you think that Eagle Pass, or not even just Eagle Pass, but border town drag, do you think it's represented enough?
No.
No?
There's a lot of queens here. Like, I'm going to say right now, being on a border town, you have two countries. You have the United States and you have Mexico. And the thing is, just because they're right next to each other, two worlds apart. And not in a bad way. But, like, they're Mexican queens, like in Piedras, they go all out. They're more illusion than the people in these states, but they go all out and they are good at what they do. I will say that. But the thing that I found trouble, and I'm finding trouble with, is finding a common balance. Because I don't think I'm better than anybody. I can name at least 6 girls that are better than me on the top of my head. But I'm also not at the very bottom. It's more prideful, like for us to get along. And it's not that I'm trying to take nothing from them, and I don't want them to take nothing from me, of course. But like, I would love if we could merge and be able to actually find a common ground. And to find that it's hard.
Yeah.
But like, you learn a lot. Like, they're very creative to use the bare minimal and make it look amazing. So I've learned a lot, but it's not represented as much as it could be. But like Drag Mexico that just came out with their freaking stunning promo, but like the girl, that was a movie quality. Like it just that creativity is everything. I wish we had that here in the States, but we don't, and they do it with barely nothing. So it takes craft and skill and talent. I just wish we could find a way to merge that because it's not represented enough in the States at all.
Yeah.
That I can understand half the stuff they're saying. I know I love my culture, but girl, my mama talked nothing but English from me. The only reason I know Spanish is the chisme part because I'm just trying to like I wanted to know what they were saying.
Yeah. Now, here in Eagle Pass, do you feel more separated or more connected to your community doing drag?
When you talk about community, are you talking about like culture community, or are you talking about the LGBTQIA plus?
Just
throwing in the numbers now.
People here in general, people here in Eagle Pass, do you feel...
Honestly, I'm here because I felt like family. Like, they honestly did make me feel like very... Which is weird because, like, I've heard so many people's stories that have been kicked out or whatever because of who they are. So, like, I've heard drama stories like that in San Antonio. So it's not just border town. But, like, everybody knows everybody here.
Yeah.
Like, that's one thing, like, I'm not going to lie. Like, you got arrested, everybody knows by the noon.
Yeah.
And you just got arrested at 10. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying, like, it's that everybody knows everybody, everybody's related, cousins, sisters, best friends, uncles, nephews, the one that made that outfit. You know what I mean? Like, they're so close committed, but, like, they sat there and they took me in like I was in Eagle Pass my whole life. And some people, like, talk to me that know me for a while. They're like, yeah, I was over here at Wynn, or we were over here at Maverick. I'm like, baby, I'm not from here. Like, you're not? I'm like, I've been telling y'all this forever. Y'all don't listen. Like, well, we forget, girl. Because, like, in San Antonio, if you ever been in San Antonio, like Baconia Heights, Live Oaks, you know, South Park Mall area. Here, like, there's Las Minas, Seco Mines, and Chula Vistas, whatever the other ones are, because I can't remember them all. But, like, they always say, like, oh, what's over there by da-da-da? I'm like, what store? What restaurant? Because I'm like, I don't know.
All the little boroughs that are just
right. Don't get me wrong, I love it.
Yeah.
But I'm still like, girl, I've been here 6 years and I'm still trying to figure all that out.
Yeah.
But like they accepted and took me in. So like, but it is different. It is very different. I think the difference is though, this feels more like family. Like, you know, like when you have a big family and your aunt and your uncle and your cousins all live in the same street, but they all still watch out for each other. They're like that here. But just like family, they're watching out, but it's talking shit behind your back. But I guess because that's what I'm from, like, in the Mexican culture in general, like, I feel like home here. But I don't think I'm going to be here that much longer, not because I'm not comfortable, not because I'm not wanting to, whatever. It's just, I think I did what I needed to do. And I hope someone else takes over and continues to let other people feel as comfortable as people have told me they have felt because of me. But I don't know where I'm going next. But it's gonna be somewhere.
Yeah, and you're gonna make just as big of a hit, no matter what.
I hope so, because I'm loving it here. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go too comfortable.
Well, okay, so now I have a few more. Now I have 4 more questions for you.
Just 4?
Just 4, but they may require big answers. So
I do everything big. Like Kelly Clarkson says, you don't know, Texas women do it better. Everything's bigger in Texas. But go for it. Go for it.
So I just want to talk about drag as a whole. I just want to get your I just want to get your perspective on that.
I'm not, because you know why I'm laughing.
So drag obviously has changed so much, and it's evolved. You know, it's been around for such a long time. Why do you think, in your opinion, do you think drag is mostly shown in a hyper feminine form as women? You know, why do you think that's the biggest trend with drag?
It's the most mainstream, I would say. It's the most accepted. But I'm gonna be the first to say this. Well, not the first, but the first to say it on your first podcast. There is no right and wrong way to drag. Like, people might not accept some of it, but there's camp drag. There's alternative drag. There is, camp drag, which I love the most. There's comedy drag. There's beauty queen drag. Like, I'm a pageant queen, but I don't like to label myself. Like, I hate when you go to RuPaul and they're like, oh, I'm a pageant queen. Like, don't get me wrong. All them pageant queens are pageant queens. They deserve to say it because like Trinity the Tuck, a former EOI, my girl, bam, I look sickening, no. This is Alexis Mateo, like baby, she's like a goddess sister. She's continental. She's been like heart of Florida. Like I could keep going, but girl, I'm tired. But like they deserve to be a pageant queen, but I don't want to be labeled at it because when people label people as a pageant queen, they think of perfectionism, which is true, but they also think of beauty. They think of politics. They do that, which I'm not gonna lie to you, drag is all of that and then some. But just because someone does alternative drag, 'cause I'm sorry, if you ever watch Dragula, I love it. Like they're so creative, and like again, the Mexico drag, like they do stuff like that, and it's just a regular drag. There is like I feel like in the States we label what each drag is, but drag is everything. But I think the reason it's so feminized is just what sells. Like to be honest, sex sells. It is so true. But I honestly feel it's because like I think people use it as a kink or like so that arousing, but they don't like to say it. So that's why I think drag shows are so popular because it lets you try to like escape from the normal world. Like the normal world is so bad, hard, difficult. Like life is hard in general. Go to a drag show, have fun, smile, laugh about something. We know we men in dresses or women or people who want to be a woman dress in dresses to give like the Oprah feminized because that is drag. Drag is whatever you want it to be. And I think the reason people do the most feminine because it's the complete opposite of what they live for their life, everyday life. Like, have you ever watched American Horror Story?
Yes.
Elizabeth Taylor.
Yes.
Like, baby, I'm sorry. Like, that is the perfect thing. And I don't consider that drag. I think that's trans. Because, like, he just felt like a woman.
Yeah.
God didn't give him what he did. God don't make mistakes either, though. But he gave him, like, that courage that once Gaga showed him the way, he was like, "This is me."
He took off.
Oh, baby, he was Elizabeth motherfucking Taylor, and I love that because that's what drag is.
Yeah,
and people do that because it's the opposite of who they really are. Like drag kings, they go so butch.
Oh yeah,
and I'm not gonna lie to you, baby. There's some of these trans men. I'm just saying, I'm available. Call me.
Yeah.
I remember when U.S. Surveys just started the whole Mister. And in the trans female, the male, female to male category, baby, I didn't know some of them were contestants, and I was like, "What are you doing here?" And you find out as a contestant, then it kind of made it like, "Am I straight?" Like, hold up,
you're questioning everything.
Baby, I was like, "I'm pansexual, baby. Call it what you want. I'm trisexual because I'm gonna try anything."
Yeah.
Because some of them are so fucking sexy. Perfect example: Autumn Summers and Erica Daniels from San Antonio, Texas. We were at San Antonio College. It was National Coming Out Day. We were doing the gay loteria stuff, and I was part of the show. You know, Autumn always gets me a book, and I will say that I love her. So we got there, and there's this one person that stood up to me, and I was like, "Ooh, that's sexy, that's daddy, that's da 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 da." So they were like, "Does anyone want to come up and give out their coming out speech?" Well, he stood up and gave his speech, and that's when I found out it was a trans man. I was like, I've never been in love with one, but baby, here's my check. Here's my social. My credit sucks. I'm sorry. Yeah. But baby, what you need? Like, I'm going to get you what you want. You give me what I want. Yeah. And we'll be happy together. And I just made a big old thing about it backstage. So if he gave his speech, baby, they were like, "Audie, are you listening?" "I sure am." I was screaming from the back, and I'm like, "I'm still down." Because he was absolutely sexy. And it's crazy because everybody who's in our community, the LGBTQIA plus community, they always feel like, "Oh, I could tell," or they could, baby, nowadays, baby, you know, you can't. Even straight freaking breeders don't even know. Yeah. I'm like, it's just getting that good. Thank you, Plume. Thank you, Fox, Health, all the people that got us together because, baby, it's working.
It's working. It's doing its job.
Baby, and then some. I need mine to kick it.
Something you said earlier about, you were talking about, you know, go to a drag show, you know, you're talking about how it started off as a kink. You know, I have a question to pair with that. So, drag is not underground anymore. Drag is so in your face now, and it's not a bad thing, but it's everywhere now. You know, you have RuPaul's Drag Race, you know.
But it's still like, if you be honest, it's still a one certain type of drag.
Oh, I agree. Well, my question is like, drag is not just hitting the older age groups anymore. It's in junior highs, it's in high
Baby.
school. So
No, I've seen people
Yeah.
in elementary
Yeah.
excited with Trixie Mattel
Mhm.
shirts and stuff, being
Mhm.
like, not today, honey. I love it.
So I do want to ask, with that in mind, do you think that drag has to evolve from what it was?
I think drag evolves on its own naturally because it's just life.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe, like, back when Lady Bunny,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if anybody knows this,
Yeah.
but Lady Bunny and RuPaul used to do this thing called Wingstop
Mm-hmm.
back in New York. Back in the day. And there's this one queen that I will never forget. Don't know the name, but I'll never forget their performance.
Mm-hmm.
Because they literally went out and gave birth on stage.
Wow.
Like, there was a person underneath this giant fake belly.
Oh.
No, there really was. Like,
Yeah.
up, and this did a whole number before that part even happened.
Yeah.
And then the baby came out. But the way their drag was, I remember, like, it was like a face kini.
Mm-hmm.
But it was drawn on, like, it was so different that I was like, wow. But that was then. Now, people do that stuff now, but like 20 times different and more. It's like when you watch one of those horror movies and you see the strings and you're like, how was that scary? So what happened was, like, you watch it now and you're like, you see gore and guts and everything coming out. Same thing with drag. You see drag then and you're like, oh, okay, cookie cutter, but drag evolves naturally.
Yeah.
Because there's always a new makeup technique, or somebody comes with a crazy idea that actually works, and then someone else tries to perfect it. So it's just human nature for evolution to happen.
Mm-hmm.
I'm afraid, like, those younger ones that are watching drag think that that's the only type of drag.
Yeah.
I just wish there was more of a variety. Like Dragula is another great one that's totally different, alternative drag. I love it, but there's more than just those. But it does evolve. Like, it evolves so much.
And do you think it should be more talked about, especially with the youth? Because there are kids, high schoolers who want to get into drag, and I'm scared. This is just my opinion. I'm scared that some parents are going to be like, oh, well, they're going to do this then, they're going to do that, they're going to do this. Like,
maybe automatically, I'm gonna tell you now, drag does not mean you're gay.
Yeah.
It doesn't. There's a lot of people I know that are straight males that do it. Yeah, they might like it, the sense of it, but, like, babe, for y'all who are entertainers will understand this. It's a job. Like, a lot goes into the makeup, the look, the hair, the song, the presentation, the performance. That it's a job, but it's something out of passion. Mm-hmm. The new ones now, like, that's why it scares me, because with the whole MAGA and all that stuff, like, I don't get political. I'm not trying to get political now.
Yeah.
But it's just, I feel like this is their way of saying we are. How do you say it? Where we're shaping them into being gay. What is it called?
Yeah, like the agenda.
Right, but because that's not an agenda, baby. That's just what's going on. Popular right now.
Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it might be popular now, but baby, them shows and everything that RuPaul has brought to the light has been in the light for a very long time. I remember Pauletta Lay, God rest her soul, would talk about how she would have to go shopping for her clothes and never be able to try them on because they weren't allowed. And then when you were in drag, you have to wear 3 articles of male clothing. Mm-hmm. She would make her eyelashes, because she couldn't go buy lashes. They didn't sell them like they do now, where anybody could go get them, out of construction paper. Mm-hmm. So, like, when you said, like, evolving, like, maybe it's evolved so much. Mm-hmm. Like, the lifestyle, but drag itself. And I hate that people think automatically drag is gay in our culture. Mm-hmm. It is a big thing of our gay culture, but it's a big part of a lot of people's culture because it's not just gay. Yeah. It's not drag. Yeah. Okay, the word drag, they say sit there, comes from a lot of things, but in my opinion, it comes from Shakespeare. Mm-hmm. Because they used to write DRAG on the side of the note. Mm-hmm. And what that meant was the actor, because women weren't allowed rights or anything, that they couldn't even be in a play. Mm-hmm. So they got boys, before they hit maturity, to play all the girl parts. Mm-hmm. So it would be actor dressed as girl, drag.
Actor dressed as, wow.
Because it would literally say DRAG, because it meant that actor's coming in on stage dressed as a girl.
I read about that. Actually, you're right. Yeah, I read about that.
Actually, Connie and Carla, if you watch the movie, it'll tell you. But no, but, like, seriously. But and like the first drag queen was actually a slave. Like he would sit there and put on balls, like the old school New York balls, and he would wear trains because he would literally be sweeping up everybody's bull crap.
Yeah.
And he wore it with pride, and I loved it.
Now, what about the parents or people who say that certain queens take it too far? Do you think there are queens like those who perform in schools? Do you think that there are queens
Okay,
that don't tailor?
It comes down to the question: what's normal?
Yeah.
Describe me what normal.
Mm-hmm.
What's too far? Like, because if you go to somebody who's a conservative,
mm-hmm.
me standing here right now is too far.
Yeah.
And I'm in my own home
mm-hmm.
on a podcast where you're able to choose to watch.
Mm-hmm.
That's too far.
Yeah.
Now, do I see people pushing limits? Yes, but if they didn't, we wouldn't be where we are now.
It's a fair point.
What's her name with the stone wall?
Marsha.
This thing.
Marsha P. Johnson, yeah.
Miss Johnson, if she didn't do what she did, we wouldn't have had half the stuff we did now.
Yeah.
Harvey Milk,
mm-hmm.
like maybe like sometimes you have to push boundaries to get noticed, to get heard, and to get what we need. Like they're trying to take basic rights away.
Mm-hmm.
Women don't have the right to choose to have a baby or not.
Yeah.
Whether they're, God forbid, raped, molested, or whatever. Like I am pro-life, will always be, but I also believe in that's a woman's choice.
Yeah.
How dare you tell someone to be able to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Especially someone who doesn't have the God-gifted blessing to be able to have a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe I'm a trans female in the sense that I see myself as a female. I would love to know what that feels like, that connection to have with the child. And I don't know if it's jealousy or what, but you have no right to tell anyone that. So why would you want to take away rights? If people didn't push limits or go too far,
mm-hmm.
then we wouldn't have half the stuff we have now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are boundaries
mm-hmm.
that should be respected.
Mm-hmm.
Like, kids are innocent and they need to stay that way.
Mm-hmm.
Until they're able to get to a place, a time, and a mental to choose what they believe is their true calling.
Mm-hmm.
And that's to each their own. But too far can be taken and describe so many things. But I feel like if people didn't push limits, we wouldn't have the rights we have now.
So you gotta push the basket sometimes.
Maybe like, if anybody who knows me, don't tell me to do something because that's the first thing I'm gonna do. But honestly, and it's not because I'm being a rebel or being anything, it's because the only person that can judge you is God.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's not against the law to do it, then why can't I do it?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
There's no law saying I can't read a kid a Wizard of Oz story.
Yeah.
And if I want to dress as a cowardly lion, that's me. Like that movie Party Monster. If you want to be a troll with a hump, just throw some glitter on it, baby. You'll be good. Like, sometimes people need to push limits. Some people need to go a little too far in certain people's eyes. Now, is there too far? Yes, it's always too far. But common sense gives you that.
Mm-hmm.
And good, like, I love my mom and my dad. Like, they support me, love me, and always got my back 100. So, like, I can't. So I thought I was hiding in the closet. So, like, I can't sit there and say I came from a broken place, but I've seen a lot of my great friends come from that.
Mm-hmm.
But even they know it's too far.
Yeah.
So, like, the wording you're using, it depends on whose definition of that word.
Yeah.
But, like, some people need to push the limits, maybe get our rights, girl. Like, women would have never been able to vote.
You gotta evolve. You gotta push.
Women would have never been able to vote. Same-sex people can get married.
Mm-hmm.
Like, sometimes you need to rattle a cage.
Yeah. I like that answer.
Thank you.
Good. Alrighty, well.
It's honest.
It was honest. Well, this has been fantastic.
It's been fabulous, actually.
It has. I'm so happy that I did this first episode. I've been dying to record.
I'm glad that I was the first.
Yes. You're the first. You're the first one I thought of. You're the first one. I mean, I live here. You're the most popular queen here. I mean, you're the first one that I thought of.
Here. Queen White.
Casey, and this other one named Whitney.
That's me, bitch. Oh my God! That's not part I was really thinking about. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
No, but shout out like Chema Midnight, like amazing queen, like does camp drag like nobody else. Love my sister. She's also my boss. Hi. But just to throw it out there, if anyone's in Eagle Pass on November 2nd, I will be having a Dia de los Muertos drag brunch that will be hosted at Fat Lizard Saloon. The food will be catered actually by Sweet Tweets,
Nice.
by one of our local businesses here.
Mhm.
Marjol, I absolutely love him. He's a phenomenal at what he does, and he's great at decorations. But I will be doing the decorating and everything and hosting, and then the cast is already set, but I'm not putting out names because we're gonna leave little teasers here and there. There are gonna be door prizes. There's gonna be raffles. We're gonna give out great food. My mommy's gonna be there. I'm just excited. I can't wait. So if you can come out, please, by all means, come. It comes with the show. It comes with the food. It comes with complimentary mimosas that happen to be forever refilling.
Forever refilling. I like that
We'll leave
word.
it at that. And if you're looking to have a good time and get away from life for a little bit, come into it. I'm gonna make the Coco experience. So yeah, I just want to give a quick shout out to that. And also, District Shot Bar will be becoming a gay bar here in Eagle Pass. I'm so excited. Like I said, the Menchaca brothers are the best. They have always supported me and actually our whole community. Like I'm talking about Eagle Pass community as well as the LGBTQIA plus community. So please go to all their. They have Perikitos, District, Penthouse, and Fat Lizard. So if you're ever in Eagle Pass, go have fun there. And you can ask about me. Don't know where I'm at.
Alrighty, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching. Remember, our website is www.pridepress.co, and I will link all of the social media in the bio. All right, guys. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you, Triple P.